again, everybody. Very soon I shall be attempting another long distance jaunt, not unlike the National Road Rally, but not exactly the same. It's a 1,000 miles in less than 24 hours trip, and I've been reminded of this. The IBA UK, the Iron Butt Association, it's a worldwide thing, but that's the UK, I suppose, branch of it, if you like. A lot of people have done it and sent off their details and proof, and that's the awkward bit I'm going to have, but I'll come on to that in a bit. You do 1,000 miles in less than 24 hours. Many people have done it, and from what I've seen, most of them have done it on a motorway blast, really, a bit of a jaunt on the motorways. Now, with the motorways running freely, that is not very difficult, but very boring to my mind. So, with the help of, shall we call him, Scenic Scott at work, we've come up with the idea to add a little bit to it in the form of visiting all the national parks in England. Now, when I say visit, for probably most of them, it will be just a nip in and out, because we tried it, first of all, of England and Wales, and it was just going to take too long. We even thought of a crazy idea of doing them alphabetically, which was both too long and about, I think it was about 4,000 miles. We've got it down to, well, I'll be honest, it's just over 24 hours at the moment. That's including some break time. Now, the IBA's brakes system, if you like, isn't really that involved. It states that a stop should be made once, at least once every 350 miles. So we'll use the National Road Rally overall brake rules, i.e. the full rally is 2 hours of brake. Now, on average, roughly, a National Road Rally is about 750, 800 miles perhaps. So this is roughly, again, about 250 miles more. So I'm going to add half an hour to that at least. There is an hour fairly easily within the current plan, which is the only one we've got really to work. The first trial was with no brakes, 27 hours, so scrap that idea. So we've got an hour built in, maybe a bit more than an hour built in. I need quite a bit more than that. Just like the National Road Rallies, I'm not going to use motorways or do any backtracking unless there's no practical or suitable alternative. I'm going to have to use some motorways. For a start, getting down to the West Country. So it's an M5 job for that. We're going to be doing a sort of anti-clockwise run. First heading off from Worcestershire, North Worcestershire, down to the West Country. So it'll be Exmoor, Dartmoor, New Forest, South Downs, Norfolk Broads. That's a biggie, and that's another case of using motorway, the M25, to get round London. From there, it's up to the North Yorkshire Moors, then Northumberland, Lake District, Yorkshire Dales, and finally the Peak District. I'll probably have to have a kip in a field somewhere, but we'll do it safely. It's not a race. There is a start time, of course. There's a finish time. There's no timed stages, although I do have average times noted so I can see how I'm going, and if it's falling totally pear-shaped, so I might as well just scrap it and give up there and then and do another plan and try again probably next year. I am covered on my insurance. I've checked with that. Speed limits, all your legal requirements, of course, just like the National Road Rally. We're going to hopefully gain more time on the faster sections than Google Maps suggests, and we'll see how it goes. Those of you who've watched the National Road Rally videos will note that it should be manned, and we sign in and note it on the card that you've got to each control. The last 2 years, or the last 2 rallies, have been unmanned, and you write the numbers down. There's none of that with the what they call the Saddle Saw 1000 in this case. What you have to do is provide receipts as you go, and then a problem is some of the places I'm going to be in certain times of the day, like I'm envisaging being in the middle of the North York Moors around 2 o'clock in the morning. But where do I get a receipt from? So we're going to have to gather what evidence I can. I'll take photos, do video, of course, send it all off, or email it all off, I suppose, these days, and see if it gets accepted, and you get a certificate if you do. If it doesn't get officially accepted, and I do complete it, well, this is the first of several episodes of Himalayan Yak that will prove it. So stick around, it'll be a while, I dare say, before the videos are ready to go, because it takes days. The National Road Rally this year, on and off, took about 3 weeks to edit and upload and sort all out. So bear with me on that, but see you very soon.